In the bottom of the 10th inning of Game 5 of the tied ALCS, Juan Soto found himself locked in a battle he'd won so many times before. Hunter Gaddis took the mound as Cleveland's final, and ultimately final relief pitcher, tasked with taming an overpowered Yankees lineup. 2 batters earlier, Alex Verdugo grounded out to second baseman Andres Gimenez in what seemed like a perfect inning-ending double play. But shortstop Brian Rocchio couldn't get around Gimenez's quick underhand throw. What could have been 2 outs produced none. It was a poorly timed mistake by 2 of the best center fielders in the world, and Gaddis still had 2 outs. After striking out Gleyber Torres, it was Soto who stopped Gaddis from keeping the Guardians in the game, and the season alive. Gaddis was targeting Soto with soft pitches, mixing sliders and changeups here and there, hoping for a strikeout or weak contact. Soto was gradually moving the plate in his favor, dodging every attack and gathering information to allow him to direct the pressure towards Gaddis and attack him more directly. Soto got a clean hit on the 7th pitch, and the first fastball of the at-bat. But the ball was hit on a 37-degree launch angle, soared into space, and then rolled backwards into the night sky as everyone on Earth watched. For 6.5 seconds, the entire stadium, and die-hard Yankees fans around the world, wondered if Soto had hit a home run to send New York to its first World Series in 15 years. As if there was any real doubt. Soto, one of just 3 active Yankees to appear in a World Series along with Garrett Cole and Anthony Rizzo, has been down this road before. He knows what it takes to go the distance in October, and he's consistently delivered in the most crucial moments of the biggest games. Just 25 years old, Soto will turn 26 on Friday when the World Series begins, and he's already produced a remarkable number of home runs and game-winning hits throughout his career. And on Saturday in Cleveland, when a thunderous fly ball finally landed behind the center field wall, unable to cede a 5-2 lead to New York, Soto delivered perhaps his most memorable swing ever. About 90 minutes before Soto homered on a full moon, Giancarlo Stanton, himself a legendary October player, hit a home run that was nothing like the kind Stanton usually hits. It was an absurd laser beam that practically reached from his bat onto the final ball, teleporting it to the far back of the outfield fence where it landed. Guardians ace Tanner Bibee pitched 5+ innings with ease. He came in after a short rest and was ready to get off to a good start when the team desperately needed it. The Guardians were hoping for some length from Bibee in Game 5, as their bullpen had been tested to its limits in the past 2 games. Thus, early in the 6th inning, Bibee got his 3rd chance against New York's best lineup. After Torres and Soto reached base early in the inning, Bibee eased the threat by smothering Aaron Judge into a double play to bring the team within 1 run. The dangerous Stanton came in for the tying run. Stanton hit a slider and a changeup and quickly worked himself into an 0-2 hole. But his next 3 pitches didn't even reach the zone. With a full count, catcher Bo Naylor lined up outside, hoping Bibee could force Stanton to chase the slider. But the slider just didn't slide far enough. And against Stanton, as we've seen several times this month, such a mistake can have devastating consequences. 4,444. 4,444. Kaboom! Off. Soto's home run felt like an eternity, but Stanton's was the opposite. The outcome was decided the moment the ball was hit. It simply evaporated, screeching down the line from home plate to the left field stands, tying the game. Stanton struck out in his final 2 at-bats against Bibee, but that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. As manager Aaron Boone explained before the game when asked what Stanton did differently, Stanton is very good at applying what he learns from one at-bat to the next against the same pitcher. He's incredibly disciplined, his approach, his process, how he studies players, Boone said. One of the things we've talked about a lot over the years. He benefits more than anybody from seeing pitchers multiple times. So I think he processes things when he's competing against people. He's shown in his career that he's benefited from this more than anyone else. He sees people and he does something. He's also blessed with great physical gifts. Those physical gifts allow Stanton to hit the ball harder than perhaps any player in the history of the game. His Game 5 homer came to the plate at 117.5 miles per hour. Since StatCast began tracking exit velocity in 2015, no player has hit more home runs at 117 miles per hour or faster than Stanton's 22. His teammate Judge isn't far behind. He's second with 10. The physicality of his performance is different than pretty much anyone else in the world because he can hit harder than anybody, Boone said. Though Stanton's swing only tied the game, It gave the Yankees a certain confidence and energy in the dugout that lasted until Soto gave them the lead. It also confirmed what Stanton probably already was: the MVP of the ALCS. His 4 home runs in the series gave him 16 career home runs in just 36 October games, including a whopping 8 against Cleveland. Only Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Randy Arozarena have a higher postseason slugging percentage. 6 years before the Yankees made the blockbuster deal to acquire Soto, it was Stanton who they traded for in the hopes that his big bat would bring New York back to the promised land. A lot has happened in the years since then, and many other deals have been made to find a team that can finally break through. It's those repeated near misses that keep the Yankees motivated to make big plays when a superstar becomes available. Soto, whose free agency is looming over a $500 million acquisition challenge this winter, is the latest example. While Soto played well in his first year as a Yankee, Stanton had to wait. But now they're teammates, and in one game they combined for 2 hits, putting the Yankees back where they belong, as general manager Brian Cashman said after accepting the AL trophy. "I didn't plan on it taking this long," Stanton said during a post-game celebration in the Yankees clubhouse. "But here we are, and that's really why I came here."